you what, I was very excited by the way it went, and you know, I'm not too techno-savvy, so it really worked out well. What we are doing in archery is, you know, we're working on shooting form and getting the kids to shoot well, and we want them to hold the bow right, you know, get a good grip, bring it back to the anchor point, you know, and let the arrow go. Well, what we did was we had the kids actually tape each other with their iPads, looking at the form, looking at the anchor point, looking at the stance, looking at releasing the arrow, okay? We did that one time, and then after that, I also found on YouTube, was able to find a video, put it out outside the hallway. One class was watching the video while the other kids were working on their shooting, and then switched that around. Let them shoot then for a little while, and then they came back in, and again, they taped each other and looked at form. And what I liked about it is they were actually being able to concentrate on the good shooting form, and I think because they were being taped, or I should say taped, because they were being videoed, they were actually doing an awesome job, I think, as far as technique, and it really showed, and they were then able to take that home with them, show it to their parents, show it to their friends, or even their enemies, so it worked out well.
Hello, I'm Kristen Hansen, reporting live.
From Sartell Middle School.
From Sartell Middle School.
Tell me about your archery lesson.
Well, it rocked, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. We had the kids videoing, videoing themselves shooting archery.
And then once they shot the video, what did you have them do?
I had them upload it into Schoology.
And then once it was into Schoology, what'd you do with it?
We had them look at professional shooting archery, and then we had them compare themselves to that.
Okay. How do you think it helped the lesson, having them do it that way?
It improved the lesson because they were able to actually see themselves shooting compared to just aiming and hoping it hits the target.
Okay, well, we did a lesson on fluency where students had to find a song and take the song lyrics and then rewrite the song lyrics with their own words to practice rhythm and rhyme and repetition, and also the fluency, just keeping it smooth in their writing. And we did it together as a class with the Katy Perry song, which was really nice to demonstrate with something they were into. And then as soon as I was done demonstrating, they were able to do that themselves right on the spot with their iPads. Go into Google, find the lyrics, go into YouTube, listen to the song, and start developing it right in the spot, rather than have to have a whole computer lab for it or send them off on their own over the weekend so that they were doing it at home. And oftentimes kids will do that, but then they'll get stuck and forget or not remember what we were doing in class, but because we were able to do it on the spot, they just took it and ran with it and became completely engaged, and it feels like they're all going to be successful on this assignment and not flounder. So it was a great tool to have in class.
We used a Google Maps to help the kids with the book Maniac McGee. The book Maniac McGee takes place in a town that is kind of split east and west, and it's really hard for them to understand the concept of where things are happening. So we, with the help of Brad, created a Google Maps. He created a very good video for us to show the kids so we could set it up, and then about twice a week we've gone in and updated the map with new places that we've read about, and we've been able to put in images to kind of show their understanding of what those places are. They've been able to write excerpts of the book to help them be reminded of things that happened in the book. And they've also been able to collaborate a little bit with each other in terms of finding places, so a little bit of geography lesson in there as well.
In the past, we have had a huge map on our whiteboards to document everything that happens geographically in the book. So to replace our old school method where it was only found in the classroom and kids couldn't take it with them and clarify or refer back to, we have replaced that with the Google Maps. So now it's more interactive, it's student-led, and it introduces an opportunity for them to explore their own understanding and their own meaning within the geographical locations of how our book is set up. It's great for reteaching, it's great for formative assessment, it's great for conversations being had in the classroom.
Student engagement with this lesson has grown quite a bit, mostly because students are able to now actually research the images and locations and things like that that they were not able to access before. Also, it can leave the classroom with them, so it's a lot easier for them to continue the learning and keep adding comments and images and saving notes. It also has helped quite a bit sequencing ideas, which is a skill that we're really trying to teach in language arts.
We chose a lesson in which students choose a vacation spot for our word choice unit in writing, and previously what they would do is develop 10 words to describe this location, which would be quality words, $5 words, and then develop from that an ad, a vacation ad to promote or persuade us to want to travel to that location. And typically that's where we would stop. We would have pictures for them to use as prompts, and they would brainstorm and they would write and they would be done. What we did this time, which was really cool, is they still did the writing process, so some brainstorming, some writing, but then we took it to another level. They created an iMovie trailer, and they then created a visual for their ad using words and pictures to really persuade. And it was really cool because it took the kids 15 minutes to take something that they've already felt, I think, pretty good about and feel really good about it with this really sophisticated, beautiful movie trailer that I think many of them thought they couldn't create before they actually did.
And how do you think it improved the lesson?
They were much more engaged. They wanted to finish that writing so they could get to the visual piece, which was so much fun for them. They were engaged by the music, they loved the pictures and searching for those and really finding the perfect word to match the picture. So it really had so much to do with word choice and the lesson, but it also was just really fun for them.
We had a lot of really great parent feedback with emails about how engaged their students were while learning, that they had never seen their students get that excited about an assignment, as well as other teachers emailing us to say that the students have been bragging about how cool their project was.